What an auditor actually does is quite topical at the moment because of this expectations gap that people have of auditors. So what I'm talking about here with the expectations gap is what the general public think an auditor does and what an auditor does actually do. So when, for example, you hear of a large corporate collapse, so things like Carillion, Patisserie, Valerie, Thomas Cook, those sorts of businesses, if anything sinister has happened or gets, alleged in the professional press or the general press, wherever, one of the questions that's often asked is, why didn't the auditor spot this, or what was the auditor doing? An auditor does not prevent fraud in an entity. So if there is any fraudulent activity, the auditor is not responsible for preventing it. They will apply certain procedures to look for it, but generally it's management who are responsible for preventing fraud. What an auditor actually does, to sum it up, is they express an opinion on the financial statements as to whether they give a true and fair view or present fairly in all material respects the financial position, performance and cash flows of the entity. And that opinion is expressed after they've carried out the audit. And one thing just to emphasise is that they will only ever express reasonable assurance. They will never express maximum or 100% assurance. Who audits the auditors is dependent on what type of client the auditor is auditing. So if you are auditing a large multinational, what they call public interest entity, then the Financial Reporting Council, who will become the Audit, Reporting and Governance Authority, will audit the auditors. If you are auditing a private entity, a professional body will come and inspect your files and make sure that you're doing the audit in accordance with the auditing standards and any other regulation that applies to the client.